have you, and we're tickled for them.
That's great. Well, the council met last night. I'm assuming you had a quorum.
Yes, we did.
Well, that's like the first step, right?
Yeah, that's the first step. Yes, sir. Yeah, we had quite a lengthy meeting last night, but it was all needed to be taken care of and what have you, and discussed and what have you. And we let off, as you know, Chaps down here has been closed for some time, and we did a liquor transfer to the new owner, and they're out of Carlsbad. The owner, the new one, and he's operating under 5G Investments is the name of their company and what have you. And if memory serves me right, we just did two additional ones to the same company, and they're the Allsops.
Okay.
I think the one on West Main, and I think that was on West Main. But anyway, we did two of them here in town. So this will be his third one, and it's my understanding in the discussion that he is going to open that back up. He's in a restaurant as well, business, and so anyway, he's going to open that back up as some type of restaurant as well.
Okay.
So.
Well, I remember going there to eat back in the day, and it's been closed for a little while. And, and it'd be nice to have them back open again.
Yep. And then we got into the committee reports. In doing so, we got into, when it got to the planning and zoning, it was a combination of planning and zoning and recreation.
Okay.
And, of course, recreation being a huge concern in the community and what have you. We've had J.C. Park shut down. We've had the rec center on North 7th shut down. And under the new constraints that the governor's allowed us to go to under the turquoise now, and we're proud to be able to move into the turquoise where we get a little more freedom back and what have you, not be quite so restricted. But anyway, in doing so, the discussion came up as to the summer youth programs and stuff like that. And we allocated last night over a 2-year period. This will cover 2 years. We allocated just over $63,000 in wages and what have you for the nearly, I think it's 39 employees, where we'll bring youth in and they help us with the programs and stuff like that. We've got softball and basketball and this and that. But anyway, we're in the process right now. Now that we've the council told the rec committee, recreation, to go ahead and move forward with this, now they will go back and convene with their rec committee and recreation. And that's comprised of, I think Cooper Henderson's on it, and Raul Rodriguez. He chairs that, and just various club members, presidents, and stuff like that. And anyway, they will develop a program and in line with the governor's guidance as to what is allowable and what isn't. And anyway, we're going to try to be opening up those types of programs and what have you.
Well, that's good because that all got put on hold about this time last year. Didn't it?
Yeah, Gene, it was devastating. I mean, when you take the kids out of the school and then you turn around and they don't have any outlets, the sports especially and stuff like that. The socializing went to nothing. it's just been bad for the community and the country as a whole, that this lockdown. And we're so happy to be able to now move forward and start reopening and offering these programs and stuff. But the city was very generous in promoting this and agreeing to, and we're glad to do that.
I'm assuming some of the restrictions and why you have to have so many folks is because there's a limit to the number of kids or whatever they can be together in a specific...
Yes, sir. I believe under the turquoise, we can have like 75% occupancy. Say like out at the softball fields at JC.
Mm-hmm.
We got 4 fields and for the youth, and then so we were offering them 2 fields in which to utilize. But now, since we've gone to turquoise, that gives us a 3rd, as we understand it, and so that should enhance the opportunities out there.
That's great.
But anyway, and then while we're talking about J.C. Park, we were informed last night by the infrastructure director, Mr. Landfair, that the state has now lifted the red tag on the new soccer field.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know that everybody has been anxious to get in there and get on that and start utilizing it, and we want them to, and but they're still putting together the teams and everything, getting the bylaw, how we're going to utilize it, stuff like that. But we had some, the red tag came about because of the construction of the restrooms areas.
Okay.
And there were some permitting issues there. And of course the state was handling it, and they ultimately came to an agreement, an understanding with the permitting, and so now they'll be able to move forward, and we'll hopefully very shortly see the new soccer field and new football. There's little football fields down there on the end too.
Yeah, there is.
We can't forget them.
It's got a bulldog in the middle.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that the bulldog, when they were deciding what direction that it faces, they were told that it needs to face the same way as the bulldog at the football field, Bulldog Bowl. And so I think it's aligned exactly the same way. Well, red tags are never good. Was there just not enough bathrooms, or they needed to add some more? Or?
Oh, no. It was in the construction and stuff like that. And anyway,
that's all been worked through.
It's all been taken care of now. The red tag's off, and they can get back to finishing up the restrooms and what have you. But
now, I know there's provisions for lighting out there.
Yes, sir.
Is the city going to take care of that, or who's going to be putting the lighting in?
I'm not real sure.
Okay.
Which entity is going to be doing that, but I'm sure that once we put it, that type of project was put in, it's going to be good.
Yeah,
it's going to be good. I'm just anxious. I'm proud for the community to get that type of facility, and we certainly appreciate the community donors and what have you. It's a fine program.
Folks haven't been out and driven by it. You need to, because it really is quite impressive. You ready for page 2?
Yes, sir.
You remember Paul Harvey? Page 2.
Yeah. Oh, those were the days.
I know.
Goodness.
I know.
Gene, we got to quit talking about those guys.
Yeah, most of our audience is going, who's Paul Harvey?
Yeah, Paul Harvey. What? Oh, nothing to report outstanding from either the police or the fire department. The fire department, I tell you, those guys have just been on the move, unfortunately. And, we've had Los Agaves, had an event over there, and then some other structural around, and they, thank goodness for those young guys. I tell you what, they get in there and get it done.
Yeah, they sure do. And they're back to doing inspections again, I noticed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We had a friendly visit the other day.
I know that you got through that all right.
Well, I got to get these fire extinguishers tagged again. I got to get them over and get that done.
Yeah.
So
You know, those are easy to overlook, you know.
I know it.
You go through and...
It can't be over a year. No.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Then we got into community development, and it would appear as the aquatic center, we have some issues out there. I don't know how much the public knows of it, but the structure in the cement,
Okay.
you know, the heating expanding and contracting and stuff like that, and of course it's new, relatively new, and of course the soil settlement and stuff, everything getting settled in and what have you, and we've experienced some cracks in some of the concrete and stuff like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so anyway, thank goodness it's still under warranty at this time. So, but anyway, the city and the contractors have been collaborating on getting these repairs done and what have you, and it looks like they hope the target date. This is a target date. It's not absolute.
Don't put this in concrete, right?
That's right. Don't put it in concrete. Yeah, that's right, Gene. But anyway, on Memorial Day is what they're that weekend is what they're shooting for right now.
Okay.
And I know everybody be excited to get that thing fully opened, and we have been for a period of time now, under the governor's restrictions, have been able to offer some lap swims and stuff like that, and people, you had to make appointments and things like that, but it was limited to the number of people that could utilize that facility. But we're hoping that by Memorial Day weekend, we'll have a full house.
Well, I know they're having the high school is having their swim meets out there, and they've had one already, and they've got 3 more.
Yes, sir.
Over the next 3 weeks that are coming up, and every time you get a chance to go in there, you realize how beautiful that facility is, and how wonderful it is, and we're very fortunate to have it here. And hopefully, as you say, Memorial Day, knock on wood here, more folks will get to use it. Can you stick around for just a little bit? I need to take a break here.
Gene.
All right, we're going to break. Jared's got some news for us, and